Hey book friends, my name's Madison. Welcome to my booktube channel. In today's video we will be going through my February 2025 TBR. We have 5 books. I usually read more than 5 per month, but decided I wanted to keep it short because I'm kind of a mood reader, and so sometimes, you know, it's hard for me to choose my books and then stick with those books. Sometimes I just want to read other things as they come along in the month. So these are the 5 that I feel comfortable really committing to. So for the first book, we have The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. Now, if you haven't looked at my last video, which was my Amazon haul, where I unboxed this book, check that one out because I read the synopsis on the back. I go over my thoughts about reading the book and everything like that. So I don't want to spend too much time on this in this video, other than to say this is the book that I'm reading for my book club that I'm in with my friends. So I'm gonna really annotate it and really do a deep dive into this one. So I'm really looking forward to that. And this will be my first book by Rebecca Yarros that is not in the Fourth Wing Empyrean series. So I'm looking forward to this one. Next up on the list is the 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have heard so many amazing things about this book. The situation is like the guy lives 7 years in her past type of thing, or she lives 7 years in his future, whatever. It's like a weird time jump situation, and that's all I really know about it. But I've heard that it's really unique, it's different, there's nothing like it out there, and this is a 5-star read for a lot of the people that I follow in the book world. So really excited to read this one, and it's a pretty short read compared to a lot of the books that I've read lately. So that is number 2. Number 3 is going to be The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I'm so annoyed because I bought this from Target and like the sticker is so stuck on there. I can use some adhesive remover and get it off, but that's one of the things that I really dislike about buying books from Target is they slap that 20% off sticker right on the front, and sometimes it is difficult to get off. I really want to make an effort this year to not buy as many books from Target and Amazon and buy more books from like physical bookstores. And if I'm not going to do that, I would rather just look into thrifting books or buying them used or checking them out at the library, because your girl spends way too much money on books, and if I am going to spend the money to support the author, I would rather do it, you know, supporting small bookstores or bookstores in general. Anyways, enough of that tangent. The Cruel Prince. One of my favorite content creators, her name is Haley Jean. She has an ASMR channel but also a vlog channel, and she loves to read, and she talks about this book and this series so much. I'm pretty sure it's like a YA fantasy, but she has spoken of this book in such high regard. So I am gonna give it a try, and this will be the first like YA book I've read in quite some time, so we'll see. And like, I used to love YA, but I feel like the older I get, the harder it is for me. Like, I'm 30, you know, so reading about like these, you know, high school romances and stuff, and then the like fade to black scenes, or you spend the whole book waiting for them to kiss, it falls a little flat for me sometimes. But maybe this book could change my opinion on that, and I can give more YAs a try in the future. It says, "Sharpen your blade, harden your heart." Jude was 7 when her parents were murdered, and she and her 2 sisters were stolen away to live in the treacherous High Court of Fairy. 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more than to belong there, but many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Carden, the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. To win a place at the court, Jude must defy him and face the consequences. From #1 New York Times bestselling author Holly Black comes the first book in a stunning trilogy filled with twist and enchantment as one girl learns the meaning of true power. So yeah, that's that one. Next on the list is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. I wanted to include a good amount of romance since it is February, the month of love. I'm sorry, but the cover, you guys, like the art on this cover to me is just the colors, the drawings. I find it beautiful. Allie Hazelwood, she said, Julie Soto is my favorite writer, period. I'll read anything she writes and love every second of it. That's crazy. Like Allie Hazelwood, for her to say that. And then Abby Jimenez too. Forget Me Not is a triumph. Okay, so this is Enemies to Lovers. A wedding planner and her grumpy ex must work together to plan a celebrity event in this deliciously spicy and funny novel from fanfic sensation Julie Soto. Fanfic sensation? I wonder what type of fanfic she wrote. I'll have to look into that. So the little description on the back says, Ama, I wonder, I'm gonna say Ama, it's probably wrong. Ama Torres is a wedding planner who doesn't believe in marriage, but weddings, they're amazing. Elliot Bloom is a brooding florist who hates owning a flower shop until a certain bright-eyed donut-loving workaholic shows up at his door. Once upon a time, they collaborated on events by day, and by night, Ama traced the intricate flower tattoos etched along his body. Then Ama shattered his heart and never spoke to Elliot again. Now they're working on an event that can make or break both of their careers. Except neither of them has gotten over what happened 2 years ago. Things are not helped by the two brides who see the obvious chemistry between Ama and Elliot and are determined to set them up, not knowing their complicated history. But as the wedding takes on a life of its own, Ama and Elliot are about to discover that some things can survive a complete catastrophe. Smart and hilarious, Forget Me Not is about two people giving themselves and love a second chance. So it's a second chance romance, enemies to lovers. I am really excited for that one, and it should also be a quick read. I'm not gonna say the best for last because I haven't read it yet, but this is very highly anticipated for me. So we have the Zodiac Academy, The Awakening. This is book 1 in the Zodiac Academy series. My book has tape on it because I bought it from a thrift store online. I am currently reading The Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac, which is these books right here. And they are like, look at her. I just love it. They are part of the prequel series to the Zodiac Academy. So, Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac, it takes place several years before Zodiac Academy takes place, but it really follows one female main character, Elise, and I think it's 4 boys at her school, and she goes to this academy essentially to figure out how her brother was killed. Some of her main suspects are these men that become her love interest. Definitely like a why choose element to the story if you're into that. So I am moving on to book 4. I should have those finished before January is done. And then for February, I'm going to be moving to Zodiac Academy. The school that this series takes place at is kind of like the lesser school, the bottom of the barrel school when it comes to these like Fae academies. Zodiac Academy is like the best school. The best school with the best teachers and the best education. And that's all I really know. So we can read the back. I'm a Gemini, impulsive, curious, headstrong, a twin, heir to a throne I know nothing about, and it turns out I'm Fae. But of course there's a catch. All I have to do to claim my birthright is prove that I'm the most powerful supernatural in the whole world of Solaria. And sure, technically that's true, as I'm the daughter of the Savage King. But the bit they didn't put in the brochure was that every single Fae in this kingdom would claim my throne if they could. My biggest problem is the drool-worthy dragon shifter who has his eyes on my throne. He and his 3 psycho friends are determined to make my time here hell. All I've got to do is survive, but fate might have other ideas. Damn it, why couldn't I have gotten a letter to Hogwarts? And I love these. It has 2 authors and they're sisters. They write this series together. And they have said that this is like if Voldemort wrote Harry Potter. So it's dark, it has a lot of evil. If it's anything like Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac, it's going to be a 5-star read for me, because I have never laughed so hard. I was laughing out loud in these books. I've heard Zodiac Academy is even funnier, but just like the banter, the world building, the fantasy, the magic, the spice, I mean, it's everything that you could want in a book. So I highly recommend Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac if you haven't read it, and I'll let you know what I think of this one. Those are the 5 books that I'm going to be reading for sure in February, and then I'll do a reading wrap up at the end of the month to include everything that I read along with these books. I could not be more excited. Well, let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought. If you are still watching at this point of the video, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, if you would like to see more content from me, and liking the video, that helps push this video out to others and promote my channel. I am a brand new baby channel, and so yeah, I hope you guys are all doing great. I can't wait to see what's on your TBR for the month. I will see you guys in the next one. See you soon.